Hey everyone, welcome to the video. In this video we're going to go over Covenant abilities and class abilities that are available in Shadowlands that you should avoid in Arena, or at least know about. These aren't in any particular order, but to start us off is Pod Tender, or the Seed, or whatever else people want to call it. It's really annoying and it can take a win away from you pretty quickly. This is a Soulbind ability found for Dreamweaver, and as you can see it'll heal you for 30% of your HP over 10 seconds. This can make or break an Arena game. Next up is the Hunter class ability from Kyrian called Resonating Arrow. And what this does is when they place it on the ground, anything that's inside of it will be ignored for line of sight. In Arena, this is incredibly useful for the opponent. For any healer that has played in Arena or anyone that needs to line of sight, a Hunter can hit you through an object that they've specified within their Resonating Arrow. This next ability is a monk ability. It's been around for a while, but it basically just call it the Tiger. I don't know what you want to call it. And you can see that the Hunter I was playing with trapped it because it'll effectively do quite a bit of damage with the monk at the same time if you don't CC it. This next ability is a priest ability from Venthyr called Mind Games, and what it does, heal based on damage or damage based on healing. It can be dispelled, and it should be dispelled. It can put out 300% spell damage, not counting crit, I don't believe. And it's very strong for Shadow Priest. You'll also see Disc run it as an offensive move. Next up we have Divine Toll. You'll see every Spack or Paladin run this. In this case we had a Holy Paladin use it for Holy Shot that healed himself and his teammate at the same time. Rhett will play this for Judgment, and Protection will use it for Avenger's Shield. And here's that Monk Tiger I was telling you about. Next is a Warrior's Covenant ability from Kyrian called Spear of Bastion. It deals arcane damage and it'll keep you in place for the duration of the spell. For a Warrior this could be incredibly helpful to not get kited. And I couldn't forget Convoke the Spirits. It is a Night Fae Druid Covenant ability, and it can allow them to burst you down very quickly just because of the amount of different spells it can hit you with. This should be kicked immediately, should being the key word. Next we have the Rogue Kyrian Covenant ability called Echoing Reprimand, and what that'll do is it'll allow them to deal arcane damage and also empower their next combo point based move as if it had extra points. This rogue seemed to use it for Slice and Dice to have a longer duration. I imagine it could probably work for Eviscerate as well. I decided to include the Monk Kyrian ability as well, and what this basically does is it'll give you a mastery buff and reset some cooldowns. It's definitely not comparable to Convoke the Spirits, but it's helpful nonetheless. This next ability is the Death Knight Necrolord Covenant ability. As if Death Grip wasn't good enough, now they have Abomination Limb. It'll pull you back to the Death Knight every second if you're further than 8 yards, but thankfully there's a 4-second cooldown. No special abilities in this video, just a Disc Priest Arms Warrior. So there you have it, some noteworthy Covenant abilities to watch out for in Arena. If you like this video, consider subscribing, and as always, thank you for watching.